Alright. So, hello everyone. Welcome to patch 8.5, where I will be doing patch notes yet again. It seems like so quickly these patches come on, dude, but you know, it's not quick at all. Time is fleeting. Time goes very fast. Before I know it, it'll be the next patch, and the patch after that, and the next one until I'm dead. Or until I stop making them, but I don't think I'll stop making them. Or I might, because no one really watches them. But it doesn't matter. So, before we go into it... Oh, what the fuck? They changed the UI of everything. I'm pretty sure we'll read about that. But for now, let me go buy Kaisa. Because I've been planning to do that. I have my Chipotle near me so I can eat that. Damn it, she's 7,800. Holy... Whatever. Okay, anyway. Back to the patch notes. Anyway, patch 8.5. Welcome to patch 8.5. The one that's the small patch to 8.4's big patch. This patch is actually a large download because we're updating some of our in-game assets. More on that here. Let me actually click on this for a second. Hold on. Oh god, it's opening something in Google Chrome. What the hell? Alright, well that loads. But back to gameplay. This patch we're looking at Professional Outliers, Problem Children, Azir, Galio, Rise. Oh boy, the ones that if they're nerfed, they never get played. Then we're giving a couple of Juggernauts, Skarner and Volibear, more utility, since they suck. Finally, League of Legends' newest marksman, which I will go over in great detail, Kaisa, is setting a foot on the rift. Bring an umbrella, the forecast calls for Icathian rain. I love that ability of hers, dude. Alright, so Kaisa, we'll go over her at the end, because she's going to be long. I want to save the best for last, and I want to milk this for as long as I can. So, yeah. Anyway, Azir, Q damage decreased. Just a straight nerf. Azir is apparently still ridiculous, even after all the beatings he's been getting, so... Just straight Q damage nerf by 10 AD. Or in this case AP, but... Actually, it's a little bit more later on, Jesus. Wow, that's a lot of late game damage. But hopefully he has good ratio, so it should catch him up. But I don't think he needs it. I think Azir's meant to be a good late game person. Maybe they should shave off more off the early, but whatever. Alright, Galio. And with his new skin coming out, which we'll talk about next patch, Birdio. Alright, Q cooldown and mana cost increased the later rank. So Galio's a bit of an issue. He's a hybrid between a tank and a mage. He's very tanky, but can do a good bit of damage. So they're reducing his mana. No, they're increases his mana cost so he can't spam it as much, the Q. Because they already gave him damage on the W, so his damage is evened out a little bit from just being on the Q. And they also increased the cooldown by like 0.5. Yeah, later ranks are a little bit more, but I don't agree with them doing the stuff to champions late game. I hope that's not the trend this patch, but I kind of think Galio's a little ridiculous. He's a little crazy. He does too much for being in both roles of like a hybrid mage tank, so I'm glad to see these. These are good. Oh, Jhin. Now this change gets me a little erect. And after the storm I was just in, I need a little heat to be in. So anyway. Jhin is one of the most garbage ADs right now. He is, as Elijah calls it, the gimmick. Because he's fun to play, he looks cool, he has this nice thematic. When he was released, he was really good. And then the meta changed, and he got nerfed. Both, you know, raped him. It's like the meta changing was him on the cross, and the nerfs to him were the nails that like shoved him in there. Anyway, Jhin is still a bit behind the curve for marksman and needs a bit more damage to scale into the late game. He's gonna have a lot of damage now. So instead of 40%, it's gonna go to 44. So that's not too big a change. You'll get like an extra, I'm just gonna guess a number here, 30 AD, because you gain a shit ton of AD. So you basically have 4% more of your AD, which is really good because the Jhin gets a lot. The dancing grenade, please tell me they gave back the 10 AD. No, but they did buff the ratio by 10% late game. So they're really trying to get him back into the late game. And the W. This is one of the biggest and maybe best changes for Jhin. The fact that he could do this now. Root's the first champion hit if they were recently hit by any damage from Jhin or his allies. So that means The grenade can now proc W. Thank you, God. How many times the Q would bounce to them and you would just like, Q them for poke, but now the Q can actually set up into the W for like a gank or something, so the enemies have to be careful even more around you now. So that's really good. I really like those changes to Jhin. I don't think he's gonna be like in a better spot, but they're good quality of life changes. I think they need to give him either more damage or do something. It's just this meta he's in, and the new runes, they're not good with him. He doesn't have a rune that fits him extremely well. The only thing you take on him is Comet, because there's nothing really else that's that good. Anyway, Nocturne. From what I know, and from what I've seen, Nocturne is trash. So let's see what they do. Passive healing increased. Okay, they're buffing this passive. Passive cooldown refresh on champions that increased. Q missile speed increased. Damn. So this means he should be more healthy, which means faster jungling, or maybe not faster, but better ganking / invading potential. And he's better at brawling because of the cooldown refresh. So that's actually pretty good. And he's going to do more damage because of the cooldown refresh too. Or heal more. I don't know what Nocturne does. All I know is this is good. Blackout and recast duration is 6 seconds. That's actually pretty good as well. I think these changes are enough to bring Nocturne into the meta. But I'm not a jungler. I don't know. Maybe not the meta, but enough to bring him into more play. So that's good. Alright, sorry about that. Back to Olaf. So Olaf, E cooldown decreased. Wait, before I say anything, what do I think of Olaf? I would say Olaf is bad. Because I don't see him, and even when I do see him, he's a joke. Unless he's fed, but he barely gets fed. So anyway, E cooldown decreased. E total attack damage ratio increased. Yeah, they're buffing him. Our flat bonus attack damage decreased. Our bonus attack damage now scales with total AD. Olaf falls pretty flat as matches Dragon, yeah, and he doesn't even do that good early anymore. Warping is scaling to help Olaf in the late game, basically. I don't know. Olaf is one of those feast or famine type champions. He either gets going and no one can stop him because of his ult, or he just never gets going and is useless. He's like in the position of Galio, except he's bad. He's like a hybrid, like kind of tanky bruiser AD guy. But he's like the worst version of AD Galio. So anyway, Rengar. Let me make sure everything's alright. Alright, Rengar. Ferocity falls off more slowly. Q base damage increased. Q damage ratio decreased at early ranks, increased at later ranks. Wow, I'm actually surprised they're still touching Rengar. I thought he would be fine after the Q changes. They were reintroducing this Q. With those deeper favorite changes with time wave for 5 is power concerns. Okay. So passive, he has more time with this ferocity, that's good. Only spell used to gain full ferocity is locked out. Lockout duration for Q and E. I actually don't know what that means. That means he can't use it, right? I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure that's like, this is a buff. So Ebola, if Rengar presses Q or W during the Bullstrike cast, he'll buffer those spells and cast them when Bullstrike completes. That's good. They always keep, I feel like they always add that in. Every time they rework it, they don't add it in, and then they add it in the next patch. So anyway, Thrill the Hunt, Rengar's true vision now lingers on the target until the leap completes rather than when the leap starts. That's really big, actually. I didn't know it did that. So anyway, I would say Rengar's a little weird. He probably needs a little bit more. Because there's a reason they reworked him before. And how much has changed since then? The W is kind of the same. The E is the same. The R is different and the Q is reverted back, so. Rise, one of the problem children. E damage increased at early ranks. E spread damage decreased. Our cooldown increased. Huh. So the buffing is early game, nerfing is late game, and nerfing is after they already nerfed the fucking Zanya's, like, nonsense, but apparently that wasn't enough. Honestly, at this point, they're just going to rework Rise again. It doesn't matter what they do to him. He's either too good or too bad. Shyvana. AD per level increase. Just straight buff. Didn't they, like, horrendously nerf Shyvana. I don't even remember what I did last patch. I haven't played League that much. I've been playing Fortnite and shit. But from what I remember, they gutted her, so I'm trying to return some of the stats, which is good. Shyvana, I don't think is that good. All right, Skarner. E-stun duration decreased. Wow, they're nerfing Skarner. How strong 8.1 Skarner was made him now? It's radar. Okay, so that's not that big a nerf. I'm pretty sure he's still as he is. He's still alright, or however relative alright Skarner could be. They're just trying to tame his E a little bit, which, thinking about a 1.5 second stun is crazy. I mean, he kind of has to work for it though, but actually, no, fuck it. I agree with. I don't agree with this shit. They should like help Skarner out. Skarner needs all the help he could get. So Swain. I think Swain is still bad. He's fun as fuck to play, and I played him as ADC Swain going AP, and I raped my lane. So I don't know if that's just, you know, me being the greatest League of Legends player there is, or the enemy being bad, but let's see what they did. Q cooldown decreased at early ranks. That's really good, because the Q cooldown late feels amazing, but early it feels like you have to wait forever to do wiener damage. W radius increased. Thank the Lord they did something to his W. That's the main part of his kit that's horrible. E radius increased. Champions no longer block Demon Flare missiles? Huh? Oh, that's R, right? That's his R? Yeah, that's crazy. What? Wow, yeah, that's crazy. Holy shit. Okay. So the cooldown of Q is actually going down a good bit early. That's insane that they're doing it by 2 seconds. That's a lot. I thought they would do it by 1. Visions of Vampire, they increased the radius. It might be easier to hit, but I still think it needs more. Like, make it pop faster or something. Never move. Whenever move is starting. Okay. Okay, so it's just easier to hit. Even better. Easy buff. And then the R, which I think is actually one of the best changes next to the Q. And now passes through champions. And that's crazy. He's going to do so much more damage now. That's really good for Swain. I think he actually might be pretty good now. I don't think he needs more buffs. Maybe like a slight tweak, but like I think this leveled him out. Alright, Tristana. Attack range decreased. My heart hurts. Especially at early ranks. Oh my god. W base damage increased. Yeah, because you're going to want to jump on the enemy. So what did the attack range become? So she's losing late game. How much is that? 8 range? That's nothing actually. That's pretty good. Never mind. This is good. She just has a weaker early, and I kind of agree. Tristana ramps up way too quickly. So that's fine. And they're increasing the W damage, which honestly, as much as I harp on it, the W damage does have an effect early if you're jumping on people. Everything you do in the early game has an effect. So, I'm actually alright with this. That's not going to change anything else. Alright, Twitch. So, they nerfed E too much, so they're reverting it. Nice. Twitch is still good. Volibear. What did they do last time? Slightly increases the speed but decreases the duration of the knockback. What does that do? Long duration just makes you say primary initiation or disengage too. Okay, so it was too strong. I'm pretty sure it slows them, right? Anyway, I saw Hunter do amazingly bad on Volibear. I still think Volibear is pretty bad, so this doesn't matter. Zoe! Lots of changes. Primarily, Q does less AoE, and instead of applying more sparkles, does bonus damage by level. Basic attacks and W ranges increase. Wait, what? We've taken away Zoe's oppressive strength. You mean her damage. We're looking to put power back into her kit where it's appropriate. You mean every other thing in her kit that's not supposed to do damage. We're decoupling Q Battlestar from passive more sparkles, but buffing its base damage and ratio and giving its own power. So, I don't understand. It's supposed to be weaker then, right? Or else why would they even give the change in the first place to make it scale per level? Also, scaling per level is less than more sparkles. There's no reason to change it, so it has to be a nerf. We're also upping Zoe's basic attack range and spell thief's damage to incentivize her to stick around after landing Battlestar. So not use her ult somehow and not get the damage off the Q. That sounds weird. giving opponents more of a chance. How are you gonna stay in range longer? You use the R. You can't delay the R. 550. How much does this? Oh my god, the ratio. Holy shit. Used by 50. Damn. Okay. And it's doing a little less AoE. That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. You know what? Maybe it'll be alright. I think this is too much. Again, I think Zoe's one of those niche champions where you need to be good at her. Maybe it's a little hard to be good at her, which they kind of fixed already, though. With, like, the timing on the R, how much indicators you get and how much time you're in it, but... I don't know. I don't agree with all these Zoe nerfs, man. Leave her alone. She's just a little girl. Who's 1,000 years old, but really 18. Anyway. Scion. Scion, from what I know, is in a pretty good spot. What did they do with him? They bug fixed him. Okay. So, nothing there. Banner of Command. Oh my god, the item changes. I don't know what I feel about these. We'll go over them. I'm pretty sure this is the one where the support items are getting gutted. So, Siege Minion bonus deterrence effect from Banner of Command and Hand of Baron no longer stack. That was insane. Thank god I hopped on Fortnite to not see this fucking nonsense of a Baron minion where you can't reach it and it would just solo your fucking tower. That was horrible. Oh my god. Okay, Cinder Hulk gives you less health. They change that every couple fucking patches. It either gives you more health or less health, so that's whatever. Hextech GLP, active damage and slow increase. No one uses this shit besides niche champions, so I'm glad they're buffing it, so other people might try and use it. I don't know if they will, though. Maybe. The damage went up by a good bit, honestly. Yeah, the slow is insane, too. That's crazy. Hopefully more people will start using it. Alright, Warmogs, you need more health to proc it, so... They're just trying to make you get it either later in the game or have you more tanky to get it. Okay, whatever. Alright, turrets. Damage to melee minions increased. What? Oh! Oh, okay. So now that they removed the damage to minions, I actually noticed this. I was like, why the fuck is it like this? Some people who had like awkward damage scalings or just like damage early, they weren't able to fucking last hit the minions after the tower did 2 hits on them. That's so bad. Thank god they're changing it. Oh my god. Alright. So that's a really good like quality of life fix that they should have included. Alright, Cloud Drake buff. I'm actually really excited for this. It now grants move speed at all times and gives you out of combat move speed. The only thing I don't like is it gives you overall less. But I guess you have to change. You have to swap out the power, right? So it's 2% per stack while in combat and while out of combat tripled. So maximum you're getting 6%. So for ADs, well, for my version of AD, I always take Celerity. So this is going to increase my damage by a little bit. I guess that's why they didn't want to give you too much. And out of combat, it's going to be like 18 if you have all 3. That's actually pretty garbage. I don't know if this is good at all now. This might actually be worse. How is it more rewarding to take if you get 2%? Make it 5. Please. That's so trash. Alright, Precision Domination stat bonus. They're buffing it and making it a little bit more rounded out. That's fine. Press the attack is 8 to 12. They're buffing because the early game is so poo-pooed garbage. And I don't even see anyone use the press the attack. I just see them using Fleet Footwork because it's the new Bloodlust. Anyway, Fleet Footwork. Range penalty on minion heal increased. Oh my god. Yeah, look, it's exactly what I said. A number of marksmen are using Fleet Footwork like the old Warlord's Bloodlust to coast through laning phase by using minions as health batteries. That's exactly what it is. This counter sustain should be an aggressive lane which can overcome in and all in, but the moment the main counter Fleet Footwork is Fleet Footwork, which means it's too strong. We're weakening that sustain so opponents have it. Okay. So, you can't heal off the minions that well anymore until late game, but even then it's like halved. Jesus. So I might actually go press the attack now. We'll see. We'll see what everyone else does. I'm a follower. I'm not a leader. Aftershock cooldown increased because it comes up too often. That's fine. Now has a cooldown indicator. Thank the Lord. I never knew when it was about to proc until I saw like my mana bar. So that's really good. Open parties. I I don't know how I feel about this change. I originally thought this was gonna be really like cool and innovative, like, oh, League is trying to get you with other random fucks who are gonna curse you out, yay. But in reality, it's just your friends can see when you're open, and they could join you without an invite. So that's basically it. I thought it was like anyone can join you. Like you'd go through a list of all the people who want to play, like maybe it's a double IP weekend or something. Or a double blue essence, excuse me. And you'd like put your party open and random people just join in and play with you and flame you. But it's not like that. I'm kind of sad about that. Anyway, loot changes. Okay, here we go. I'm actually going to check that out too. Anyway. No cheap champs. Now Hextech chests will only drop shards. Thank the Lord. I got so many cheap champs with this nonsense. A little extra orange essence. It'll come with 150. Nice. Big drop free unlock. Ultimate and mythic skins will now drop as auto-redeeming permanents. Thank the Lord. If you already own the skin, you blade would disenchant the permanent for orange essence. So I'll give you the option then. Champion Mastery 6 cost will be reduced by 800 blue essence to 2,450. Thank the Lord, those cost way too much, and there's no reason to get them besides cosmetic, well. Yeah, I guess actually it doesn't matter their price then, but that's nice that they did that. And finally, everyone's skin that they've been waiting 5 years for, and that we've been watching ever so intently, because Riot wants to share this one, like every adjustment they make, resistance allowing, not even battle cast anymore. So besides that, she has chromas. A lot of them look pretty nice. It's a pretty good skin overall for Alawi. Cho'Gath chromas look really good. They look very nice, actually. And then Bullet Angel Kai'Sa looks amazing. Mwah. Now, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So that's it for the patch. Overall, they kind of tried to put a lot of ADs into line, except Jhin. Jhin needs to be buffed, and the buffs they gave him kind of help him, but not really. Oh! I'm a fool. I didn't go over Kai'Sa. Oh boy, yeah, let me take up another 10 minutes of your time. So anyway, Kai'Sa, the daughter of Khazad-dûm. I like her. I really like her. She is not only hot and has a lot of Rule 34 content already, she has a nice dope-ass skin, which is also tied in with the next ultimate skin with MF, but we'll talk about that next patch, how I feel about that, because I have some... Oh, I got some opinions on that one. But we'll go over that next patch. But anyway, that's a really good skin. Bull Angel Kai'Sa is really good. Kai'Sa in general, she's a mix between Jhin and Vayne. I feel like she's kind of gimmicky. Like, maybe she shouldn't be played AD. I want her to, dear God, to be played AD. I need more people in this role. And she looks amazing. Like, visually, she looks stunning. And she's hot. I keep saying the same things. But, her passive is basically a mix between Jhin and Vayne. It's a 5 proc hit passive. So that's kind of like where the Vayne comes in, where it's like every so amount of hits you proc something. And it's Jhin because it's missing health, but instead of AD, it's magical damage. And it's not as strong as Jin's, obviously. Because Jhin gains AD out the wazoo. So her passive is nice. You're definitely building Rageblade on her to keep proccing that extra amount. Like, Rageblade is a must-have on Kai'Sa. Guaranteed. I don't know if it's gonna keep like that with the new Rageblade changes coming, but we'll see. For now, it is. You need Rageblade. Other than that, since it's missing health, Blade is pretty good on her. Her kit scales off AD, AP, and attack speed, so Blade of the Ruin King and Junso's are all good buys. The only thing I don't like about her passive is the fact, and her abilities by like proxy, is the fact that you have to build AP kind of, and they scale off AP. So it's like you're a hybrid AD. You're like Kog'Maw, except not as good. Like, she looks fun, she looks interesting. I don't know if she's like gonna be the one of the top ADs, which at this point this is what we need. If you're giving us like a mid-tier, low-tier AD, thank you, but like no thank you. But anyway, that's my complaint with her, that she's like very mixed. She's not like slightly mixed, she's very magic physical damage mixed. But other than that, her Q, I love the Q. A thing that's like a missile salvo that shoots out multiple things is I love the way that shit looks. It's so good. Really good. So Q, I like it. And you're obviously building AD because it scales off AD for that. The more AD you have, it's going to shoot more missiles and do more damage. So that's good. W seems fairly interesting. They might have to buff it. It looks like it goes a little too slow. It does a shit ton of damage if you build AP though, which is really good. And it applies a shit ton of stacks, which is really good. E is interesting. I don't like how it disables you from attacking, but it gets better as the game goes on. So like the more attack speed you have, the less lockout time you have from like not attacking. So late game you shouldn't have anything like to wait for realistically, and you go invisible, so it's like a Vayne Q while you're ulted as Vayne. So that's really cool. I like that. For sure, every game if you're building like AD, kind of like if you're building right, you should get the Q and the E upgrade, no problem. The W upgrade is the thing you have to like really try for. The ult is whatever. I kind of like it. She's kind of like a brawling AD slash like catch out. So again, she's like Jhin. Jin's thematic was he finds you on his own with Z, he marks you, he W's you, he ults you, you die, right? In reality, he just goes in the team fight when he came out, autoed one person, killed him in 2 autos, and then did that to everything else. But yeah, I don't know. I like her. I'm definitely gonna play her. She looks really fun. But I don't know if she's gonna be good. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. But that's about it. So I'm gonna give this patch an 8 out of 10 because of Kai'Sa. Just because of Kai'Sa. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys for patch 8.6, hopefully, if I don't die. So that's it. Bye bye. Wait. I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 Mark Merrills. I almost forgot the unit I'm using. My bad. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go play Fortnite and Kai'Sa. Bye bye.